All right, Shalom. Before we start, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Badash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to those for elect. Shalom to you brothers out there that's doing the work and laboring. And shalom to you sincere sisters that's listening and learning. All right, may the choice of election come upon your house. All right, the title, we're back with another video. And the title of this video will be called, I may change it, but women will have children for for a meal, and you know, but you see the title. Women will have children. I said for a meal, but you see the title. Women have children, for a meal, all right, for a course. It's not funny, but hey, man, these women out here are gonna lose it, all right, because we're in these. Like we always say, we're in these last days, and a lot of becoming in perilous times, and becoming in perilous times, a lot of things we're gonna have to go through. I'm gonna get a scripture real quick because this is what's coming. Matthew 24, where is it at? In 7 it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." All right, there's gonna be a famine that's gonna come, so it's gonna be a scarcity of food. But we're gonna look that up. Famine. Okay. Lemas. All right, it says scarcity of harvest, famine. All right, a scarcity of food, dearth, famine, hunger. All right, so it's just gonna be a scarcity of food. Salakia. There's gonna be a scarcity of food soon to come. All right, so when that happens, a lot of people out here gonna die. Matter of fact, yeah, checking at 16 and 18, the beginning. Salakia. I'm gonna start at 17. Woe was me, woe was me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? All right. Jump down to verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap, which is food, upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. All right. So you can see that famine is gonna be play a big part in this. All right. And a lot of people out here, they haven't uh like the elders going to the apostles and the elders and the brothers going to you. A lot of these people in America, they can't go a certain amount of time without eating. All right. They can't even go 30 minutes, damn near an hour. All right. So they're not gonna have that. They're not used to going without a certain. They're not used to going without eating or drinking for a certain amount of time. So if they have to go 3 days, 4 days, hey, they gonna turn to in the in the what you call it they're gonna turn to it's gonna be a desperate situation for them. And what you think they're gonna do? All right, just like in the old days, when stuff like that happens, the people they'll take their children and they'll eat them. All right, especially the women, right? And I got an article pulled up, but we'll get to it. It says, and I'll bring this out, I think yesterday. It says Kansas City mom charged after she accidentally placed baby in oven. Prosecutors say. All right, now I don't think she had that baby for a meal, but hey, it's gonna get to that. These women. All right, there's gonna be a famine to come. You know, and it's no food, scarcity of food, no scarcity of water. All right, especially in the house, and you got children around. What you think they gonna do? They're gonna take them children. They're gonna do what they had to do, man. All right, so I got some precepts. First, let's go to Deuteronomy, because this is a part of the curses. Deuteronomy 28 and what's that? 53. Deuteronomy 28:53. It says, "And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy power hath given thee in the siege and in the straitness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee. All right, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. All right, but the point was in verse 53. Let's see if we can get this in a different translation. All right, CSB, it says, "You will eat your offspring, the flesh of your sons and daughters. The Lord your power has given you during the siege and hardship your enemy imposes on you." NLT, the siege and terrible distress of the enemy's attack will be so severe that you will eat the flesh of your own sons and daughters, whom the Lord Yahweh your power has given you. All right, so hey, that's clear, man. That's part of the curses, man. All right, so the Lord, said we would do this, and it has happened. All right, we're gonna get to that. Let's get 2 Kings chapter 2, and what's that? 6 and 26. It says the siege of Samaria. First, let's get the word siege. Salaki, we should have got that. Let's go back. Let's get that. Yeah, verse 53. Let's get the word siege. See what it means. It says siege, enclosure, siege, entrenchment, siege. Doesn't really give you much. Let's see. Let's look it up. Let's go to Google.
Siege.
It says a military operation in which enemy forces surround a town or building, cutting off essential supplies with the aim of compelling the Salakia, the aim of compelling the surrender of those inside. All right, so they're cutting off, supplies like food and water. It says an operation in which a police or other force surround a building and cut off supplies with the aim of forcing an armed person to surrender. All right, so a siege, they cut off supplies and like food, water. They turn off your lights, right? So that's what a siege is. So let's go to 2 Kings now. 6 and 26. I started 24. And it came to pass after this that Benhadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Samaria. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the forepart of a cab of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord Yahweh did not help thee, when shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the winepress? And the king said unto her, What alive thee? She answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son, and did eat him. And I said unto her, On the next day, Give thy son, that we may eat him. And she have hid her son. Right? So, there's a siege going on. All right. You see the title, The Siege of Samaria. All right, I don't want to say the word because I don't know if this video can taken down, but you see it highlighted. All right, that's what they resulted to. Let's see if we can get as an NLT. I started 26. It says one day as the king of Israel was walking along the wall of the city, a woman called to him, Please help me, my lord the king. He answered, If the Lord doesn't help you, what can I do? I have neither food from the threshing floor nor wine from the press to give you. But then the king asked, What is the matter? She replied, This woman said to me, Come on, let's eat your son today, then we will eat my son tomorrow. So we cooked my son and ate him. Then the next day I said to her, Kill your son so we can Salakia. Yeah. Then the next day I said to her, Kill your son so we can eat him. But she has hidden her son. So, these women, it got so bad that They killed the woman's son and ate him, right? And that's, if you think that happened back then, it's gonna definitely happen now. So we're coming to a time that it says Jacob's trouble is gonna be like a time no other, you know. So you're gonna see, we're gonna see some stuff that we haven't seen before, man. All right, when when these things happen, um, let's get Lamentations. Lamentations chapter. Matter of fact, let's go to 2. Lamentations 2 and 20. I start at 19. It says, at KJV, arise, cry out in the night, in the beginning of the watches, pour out thine heart like water before the face of the Lord. Lift up thy hands toward him for the life of thy children that faint for hunger in the top of every street. Behold, O Lord, and consider to whom thou hast done this. Shall the women eat their fruit, and children of a span long? Shall the priest and the prophet be slain in the sanctuary of the Lord? Let's read this in the NLT. It says, rise during the night and cry out, pour out, pour out your hearts like water to the Lord. Lift up your hands to him in prayer, pleading for your children, for in every street they are faint with hunger. O Lord, think about this. Should you treat your own people this way? Should mothers eat their own children? Those they once bounced on their knees? Should priests and prophets be killed within the Lord's temple? All right. So this is Lamentations. All right. Let's see. Salaki. This is the Most High's anger over Israel because they done so much wickedness, and they got to the point where the Lord got tired of it, and you know. But like we said, this is a part of the curses. All right, so this was bound. This is going to happen. All right, so like I said, it happened back then. It's definitely going to be happen on a larger scale this time, right? Now let's go to Lamentations 4. Oh, and verse what I had 10. I'll start at 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through, for want of the fruits of the field. The hands of the pitiful woman have sought in their own children. They were their meat and the destruction of the daughter of my people. NLT. Verse 9. Those killed by the sword are better off than those who die of hunger. Starving, they waste away for lack of food from the fields. Tender-hearted women have cooked their own children. They have eaten them to survive the siege. And we looked at that word siege. All right, they cut off supplies. So these women cooked their own children. All right, killed them, cooked them, and you know what they did, man. All right, so this is you're bound to see a lot of things hey, let's just get it. Daniel, is it Daniel? Daniel 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So Jacob's trouble is gonna be like a time no other, man. So you're gonna see a lot of, we're gonna see a lot of things, man. Lord willing, we have the elect and we make it through. But hey, it's gonna get perilous times are coming. All right, and these people are they're gonna resort to the C word. All right, like I said, I don't want to say it because I don't want this video to get taken down. But that's what they're gonna resort to. All right. But let's get to this article real quick. It says a Kansas City mother was charged. Kansas City mom charged after she had accidentally placed baby in oven. Prosecutors say this came out. What's today? The 19th. So it's February 12th. It says a Kansas City mother was charged in the death of her 1-month-old baby after she allegedly accidentally placed the child in the oven instead of the crib, the prosecutor's office said Saturday. Maria Thomas, 26, was charged with a Class A felony of endangering the welfare of a child in the first degree and the death of her baby. Prosecutor Jean Peters Baker said in the news, so like I said, in a news release from the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office in Missouri. Around 1:30 p.m. Friday, Kansas City police responded to a report of a non-breathing infant at a residence. According to charges filed by the prosecutor's office and court, they arrived at the scene to find a 1-month-old child with apparent burns and thermal injuries lying in the car seat near the front door. The police were told the mother of the child was putting the child down for a nap and accidentally placed the child in the oven instead of the crib, said the prosecutor's office in the news release. Now, how you do that? How you accidentally place a month-old baby in the in the oven? That's nothing you do on accident. All right. Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. People are waxing colder and colder these days, man. There's no natural affection or natural love out here. You know, you look at somebody wrong, they ready to kill you on the spot. You know, especially this younger generation, these GMO babies. All right, they don't have a care in the world. They ready. People call them crash out dummies, and that's what these people are. They're little crash out dummies. They don't care. They don't have a care in the world. All right, let's get one more. All right, I ain't want to go too deep into it. You know, let's read a couple. This says the Kansas City Fire Department and EMS responders, who were also present on the scene, rendered aid and declared the infant dead at the scene. The Kansas Police Department said. All right, and I'm gonna put this. I'll put this in the link description. You know, during the it was during the siege of Jerusalem. Mary of Bethesda eating her own child. And you can read this. All right, we will not remember it, but let's get one more. Jeremiah 19, verse 9. It says, I'll start at 8. And I will make this city, the broken jar. It says, now make this city desolate and in hissing. Everyone that passeth thereby shall be astonished and hiss because of the plagues thereof. And I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters. And they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend in the siege and straightness, wherewith their enemies and they that seek their lives shall straighten them. Let's read it in NLT. Verse 9, it says, I will see to it that your enemies lay siege to the city until all the food is gone. Then those trapped inside will eat their own sons and daughters and friends. They will be driven to utter despair, right? And that's how they people want to be in these last days that we're living in. They're gonna be in utter despair. They're gonna, like I said, going to desired situations. They're gonna resort to eating their children, or resort to eating each other if there's no food around. All right, so hey, that's what we're coming to, man. All right, and we're in these last days are gonna get more wicked. You know, as we read, love many shall wax cold. All right, so hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, little ones, edifying to the next video. Shalom.